Had a real good tournament, Chuck. And they can't find Jonathan Mace.
Rico Green.
From Oakhaven High School in Memphis, Enrico Green.
From Oakhaven, Myris Williams.
From Oakhaven, Myris Williams.
From Adamsville, Luke Rogers.
From Adamsville High School, Luke Rogers, a 6'3" junior. Luke getting a big hand from the Cardinal fans.
Also from Adamsville, Tony Engel.
From the Adamsville Cardinals, Tony Engel, a big 6'3" senior. And Chuck, Tony's had a good tournament. And Matt Hoover will be crowned the Region 8A MVP for the tournament.
Again, we thank you for your attendance and your support of these teams as they continue on their way to Sub-State Monday night.
And Chuck, Matt got the MVP for the district tournament, for the regular season, and for the for the region. Wow.
Available starting probably at 10 o'clock Monday. We're not sure yet, probably at the school, possibly at the banks. We'll put it on the radio stations to let everybody know. We'll notify our students tomorrow.
Okay, and Chuck, let's run down the game totals for them, and we'll be back to maybe have some interviews and just have a good time here for the next 10 or 15 minutes.
Right, got some individual scoring for the Oakhaven Hawks. Jeremy Stewart with 8. Jimmy Sims, 8, Eric Campbell, 2, David Wilson, 3, Jerome Settle, 2. They had 2 players in double figures, each with 11. Enrico Green and Myris Williams, and both of them fouled out in the 4th quarter there, Tom. So just a great game for the Adamsville Cardinals. I noticed we were talking about defense. They scored 90 points against Middleton. In overtime, of course, but still, that was an unbelievable game. We held them to 23 in the first half, 22 in the second half, Tom.
Cardinal defense doing it once again, Chuck.
For the Adamsville Cardinals, Casey Meach at 5, Chad Wyatt 3, Bubba Hoover 5, Tony Engel 8, Michael Cleary 2, Tracy Carter 2, John Massey 2, George Root at 3. We had 3 players in double figures, Luke Rogers with 10. Matt Hoover, 14, the high score for the Cardinals and the game. BJ Sharon with 15. So great night for BJ. He was
a couple of minutes ago that student tickets would go on sale at Adamsville High School at 8 o'clock on Monday morning, and the general admission for the public will go on sale at 10 o'clock. He said that will probably be at both of the banks in Adamsville, and maybe they'll have some more at the school.
Yeah, they said they'd put it on the radio and let everybody know. So,
but if you remember the way it was last year, there was a line coming out both doors of both banks.
You about had to know somebody somewhere to get one in the oh,
and hey, I was afraid I wasn't going to get in, Chuck. It was kind of tough. It was a hard ticket to get. So the Cardinal fans excited once again as they'll get to play on Monday night over at Adamsville. We'll take on the loser between Dresden and West Carroll. They're playing tomorrow night at 7:30 up in Dresden.
And we had a couple of coaches there beside us from Dresden. So,
and they didn't look too happy when they left, did they? Independent over in Selmer. And the Cardinal fans have just taken over the USJ Gymnasium as they've won it here over Oakhaven by a 69-45 score. And the Cardinals will play at home on Monday night. They'll play the loser between West Carroll and Dresden. That game will be tomorrow night, so it'll be late tomorrow night before the Cardinals know who they're going to play. But the game will be at Adamsville. And as we said earlier, ticket information, student tickets will go on sale at 8 o'clock Monday morning at the Adamsville High School. The tickets for the general public will go on sale about 10 o'clock at both of the banks. Murfreesboro. 15 seconds. Okay, fans, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee, University School of Jackson Gymnasium. And I got Coach Greg Martin, first region championship.
Well, it feels real good. Thought our kids come out and played extremely hard. Shot the ball a little bit better starting off tonight than we have been. And, you know, with that happening, we began to get our game up tempo and was really tickled with the effort everyone gave, especially on the defensive end. We had a couple of guys who did great jobs on great players, and you know, I'm just tickled to death for this win.
Tell you what, we were talking, Chuck and I were talking the other night. Oakhaven scored 90 points against Middleton. Of course, you know, they went into overtime, but the Cardinals held them to 45 points tonight, half of that. And I tell you what, our defense was just outstanding tonight. I thought Chad White, I thought tonight played the best ball game I've seen him play all season. He intercepted I don't know how many passes. They were trying to work it inside, and Chad always seemed to be in the right place at the right time and just did a great job of getting the ball out and getting it back up the floor.
Chad did a super job. You're probably right. He did as well a job tonight as I've got to see him play. And he hit a big shot early. I think he hit a 3 early on. And it seems like he's done that the last couple of nights to kind of help us get off just to a pretty fair start. And hit a big shot. I knew he'd play defense real well. My biggest concern was that guy was so big. He's a little bit taller, but it was so much bigger as far as physically. I was afraid he'd take him down low and post him up. And Chad showed his athletic ability tonight by creating us some turnovers. And he didn't make many turnovers when we had the ball. He run the show tonight, and that's what we asked him to do. And when Chad does a job like that, we're going to be tough to beat.
Thought BJ had another good game tonight. BJ played well inside. Cardinals seemed like we were trying to work the ball inside a lot in that first half, and BJ did a great job inside. And of course, the Cardinals did a great job on the boards tonight. We owned the boards tonight.
Yeah, we worked on a couple of things today. We only practiced for about 20 minutes, and we worked on a new type of defense where we put a little pressure on a couple of guys and let kind of our big guys match up and hang around the basket. And we told them one of the reasons we were going to do that, we knew they had a couple of guys that could really shoot it, and we wanted to keep our big guys close to the basket and really dominate the boards. And guys like BJ, Tony Engel, Michael Cleary, Matt, I mean, they just controlled the boards tonight against a very athletic team that can really jump. If we do the same thing Monday night, I'll feel good about our chances to head back to Murfreesboro.
Just one step away, Greg. We got what we wanted. We got what we came up here for. We got the regional championship. We got the home court advantage. And I tell you what, could you believe all the Cardinal fans in this gymnasium? It looked like we were home except for the colors of the gym, didn't it?
Right. I was telling those guys over there, I said, it is great to see this many people here. And I said, there's only one problem. And they said, what's that? I said, every one of them want 5 tickets to Monday night's game. So, you know, I'm extremely tickled. We've had great support. Tom, you and Chuck have a ton of listeners out there. A lot of them are older folks and can't make it out. But boy, I sure am glad to have a way for them to hear the ball games, and I sure do appreciate all the support I get from those folks.
Well, you know, Greg, we talked earlier, we've had some great sponsors. You know, a lot of the businesses around town able to sponsor the Cardinals. We've got a lot of sponsors over in Savannah, you know, that follow us, and we wouldn't be here without them, you know, and we just appreciate those businesses that have put their money out to listen to you guys play on the radio.
Well, I sure appreciate all the support that we get from our business folks and everybody that likes to hear good basketball. And, you know, I hope that this is something that they have to support a long time, because I hope tickets are hard to get.
I don't think there'll be any problem with the lines when the tickets go on sale Monday, because I remember last year they were backed out the doors of the banks, and
yeah.
Probably be the same thing this year, because I tell you what, these fans, these Adamsville fans, I tell you what, they really stick by the Cardinals, and I don't care. Me and Chuck talked earlier tonight. It don't matter where we've gone this season. We've had as many or more fans than the home team in a lot of places.
Right. You know, like I said, it's just terrific to have as many kids that participate. We've had great support from our student body. And then you got, seems like every kid that plays has 5 or 6 different people who come to watch him play. So, you know, when you got, and a lot of it's family, and when you got that much support from your family,